My G's, do you know what? I forgot the microphone. Let me know if there's a problem with the sound. I should project pretty well today. I'm feeling good. But if not, I can run and go and get the microphone. But I think we should be alright. Uh, hmm. I think we should be alright. How you feeling? How's the sound feeling? Wait. I don't want to learn more about it. Hey Taliba, hey girl, good day to you too. How you feeling? Woo! I don't know what to do. I don't know whether normally I'll be faffing around. Hey Adria, girl, because you already know with the hat as well. Please don't play with me. I can be petty too. The embodiment revolution. What's going on, Freya? Well, I haven't got my reading glasses on. I thought to myself, nah, don't put the reading glasses on because what are you going to be reading? Because I haven't got no cards today. So anybody that's come for the cards, I'm not doing it today. I don't know if I'll be doing it again. Knowing me, I probably will though, because I say shit like this all the time. But I actually had a reading. A bird pooped on you today. That's meant to be really good luck. That's meant to be really, really good luck. This glow light's making my teeth look a little yellow though, don't you think? Because it's yellow light. Ah. But the shirt's white, so look. Anyway, you already know I'm an Aries, isn't it? So you know the settings and everything's got to be right. So I've got something in my mouth. What is it? It's a piece of fluff. So anyway, yeah. So I went to Paris, as you lot know. I had a ball. I had a ball in Paris, and then I got a reading from my Sophia, and it weren't no any reading, you know. It weren't no any reading. Don't know. Don't know. I think I might talk about it small. I might talk about it a little bit, the whole thing with Kendrick. I might, but this was going to be my look today anyway. I planned this look before the video came out, so this was going to be my look. So anyway, so I had a reading with Gronyoya. She's grown. I think she's Gronyoya on here. What's up? I can't really read you. I should have put my reading glasses on. These are my CFAR. Maybe if I sit back, I can see you lots of names better. Because when I tell you, I'm coming up close. These are not my reading glasses. These are my far away glasses. These are the ones that I have to wear on the roadside. But they go better with this outfit than my reading glasses. So I just put them on. Anywho, can you not hear me all right? First of all, can you not hear me all right? Right, there's 31 of you in here and only 3 likes. I beg. Come on, guys. Come on, no man. Hey, I can see better like this. Ghost, 3969. Thank you, Juka. Hey, Tobias. You can hear me good, yeah? Because I'm projecting. Wagwan. Any foolishness, you'll be blocked and deleted forever. I don't play over here. This is always the time, isn't it, when it gets a little bit. I'm going to try not to be distracted. I'm not going to be distracted anyway because I haven't got no cards with me today. I'm just going to be talking to you. I'm just going to be talking to you. And I'm going to try not to get distracted by all of the things popping up like this. Anywho, so yeah, I had a reading with my Sophia, yeah, and in the reading it came up and it said that I need to leave the cards alone once and for all. And I've been saying it in terms of like we've been talking about reading the energy without using any tools And wow, you're going, because if I saw you in real life and you said that to me, I would have knocked you the fuck out. Understand that about me. Where are ya? Will you come up again? Yeah, you out of your mind, blood. You're out of your mind. Anyway, where was I? So yes, I had a reading with Sophia, and she said, or the channeling said, because she doesn't use cards at all. She said the channeling said that I need to leave the cards alone altogether. And I was just like, I've been saying that to myself for a while, because I just want to use my observations to read the energy, regardless of what it is. Hey, Mike, 1984 fiction again. Hey, gorgeous. Yeah, I just want to do that now. And I might lose a few of you. I've been losing a few of you, like, anyhow. So at the end of the day, I'm just coming here to read the energy and go on about my business. And one of the things that I want to talk about in terms of the energy is the title of this video, where I said, where energy goes, manifestation flows. So I really had this epiphany at the beginning of the summer, when in the UK we were told, hey, hi in North Cyprus, we were told, hey Marilyn, we were told that we were going to have the coldest summer that we've had in a while. Thank you, Tar. And I was like, And then everybody started saying it. Everybody started talking about it. Everybody started repeating the energy. Hey, Michaela. Everybody started repeating the energy, and it was the hottest topic of people's lips. Obviously, I've got hairdressers, so people are coming into the studio and they're like, it's going to be the coldest. It's going to be the coldest. It's going to be the cold. And I'll be honest with you, I don't care, because my summer body ain't summer bodying. I know all bodies are summer bodies. I get it, but, mine is different today than it was last summer. And even the summer before that. And so I've been focused on that. So anyway, I digress. So with everybody saying it, I'm just like, then it is then. That's what it's going to be. And I've been saying in the prayer for years that we are the power. We, the people, are the power. And whatever they want to have manifest, all they got to do is say it to us one time. All they got to do is tell us, and we make that manifest. It's not them that does it. It's actually us that do it. So I was like, interesting, because they did it. Hey, Leah. So they did it to us with the Lurgy in 2020. Now, this is how I know that we have the power, because some of us believed that there was a Lurgy and that there was something in the air and it was dangerous, and some of us didn't. And for those that did, had the experience of that thing, and those of us that didn't believe it or didn't subscribe to it had a completely different experience. Do you get me? It will go down in the history books as being one of the most awful times in human history. But some of us didn't have that experience. Some of us, that was the most incredible time in human history. Especially if you're an energy reader and you observe. You can just sit back and observe the behavior of people. It was one of the most interesting times that I've ever observed in all of my 48 years. Yeah? So it got me thinking that if that's the case, if we are the power and we are in charge of what actually is manifest here, then we need to be more vigilant about where our energy goes more than ever. Remember what I told you about the King of England? I said that man could never be king because of their own rules. It's not because I'm bad mind and I don't like him. It's not that. Hi, Autumn. Silver Vega. What a great name. It's none of those things, but it's their rules. The monarchy are the head of the Church of England. So being the head of the Church of England means that if you divorce, you cannot be the head of the monarchy. And as we know, Charles, hi Empress Diamond, as we know, Charles divorced, and not only did he divorce, he married a divorcee. And the only way he could get married was if the person he was married to was deceased. There was no way he could get married if his previous wife was still alive. If Diana was still alive today, Charles would still be without his wife, present wife today, right? So, and it's not a secret. This is facts. This is what we know. But because they said he is, and we the people, enough of us, because it has to be the majority vote. It has to be the majority. So the majority decided that he is king. And because of that, we now have this. I thought we would never see it because it's a waste of printing. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a waste of printing because first of all, this it's an illusion. As this actual thing is also an illusion. This is what, £20. What can £20 get you in this day and age? But really and truly, what is the £20? It's a piece of paper with some printing on it. It's not worth anything. Now the gold in my ears is worth way more than this. This is just the paper, but because we the people are convinced that there is value in this, and it's even got even more trickier now where they've got our worth, our value, the amount of money that we have digitally. So really and truly, it's just some numbers on the screen. And should there be a power cut, there's no more numbers. Should there be a fire, there's no more paper. But things like this will survive. The gold will survive, the silver, the minerals, the natural minerals will survive. This is not even backed by anything. And so this is why I want to say to you, whatever you put your energy, wherever your energy flows, manifestation grows. Do you get it? So the point of this video is, where are you investing your energy? What are you focused on right now? Are you focused on elections and celebrity and the BET Awards and the Essence Festival? And I sound like a hater in it because you know I wanted to go to the Essence Festival. You're getting on my nerves. Whoever you are, I didn't even read your name, but you're actually weird. Oh, here we are again. Who's this? James. You're a hater, James. Bye. Anyway, as I was saying, hey, Crystalline Alchemist, we got a bag of trolls on. We got a bag of trolls on today. But it's alright, because more time I don't really mind you lot. Because you actually do help with the circulation of the video. So I'm not really mad at you lot, but it's some of the stupid shit that you say to me. I'm from London. I'm from London. Where are you from? You know, the trolls are something deep that I will never ever understand. I will never ever understand a troll. Because in real life, you just wouldn't. You just wouldn't go up to somebody, or you wouldn't go into somebody's space and begin to move mad. You wouldn't. So it's just beyond me how people can sit in their house and move mad. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, as I was saying, obviously, but you know I never bought none of this because of that. But yeah, obviously. I feel like, I'm not even going to lie to you, I feel like in a previous life I was a crip. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like in a previous life I was definitely a crip. So I've always had these type of paraphernalia. Last year it was packing my blue bandanas. Remember last year how I was on that? So this year it's just this. And yeah. I mean. So anyway, boom. So this business of wherever your energy goes, manifestation flows. So I want you lot to be very, very, very clear. I had this very interesting conversation with my client today. And I don't want to call him a roadman because he's more than that. He's more than that, but he kind of is. But he's more than that. He's much more than that, and I'm very, very fond of this young man. Very, very fond. I've been doing his hair for 10 years, and I'm extremely fond of him. I love him like he's my son, yeah. But you know, he knows about these streets, yeah. And so we were talking today, and he was explaining to me his exit plan off the roadside. He was explaining to me his exit plan, and he was also explaining and how he was trying to involve his partner in the exit plan. And I'm talking about this because I told him I'm going to talk about this because I found it so amazing how, I mean, obviously I've watched him grow from a young man into a very mature, emotionally mature man. Anyway, I'm a hairdresser. So boom. And I'm an artist, and I'm a mother. I'm just so many things. I'm not even going to joke to you. I'm a lot of things. Anyway, boom. Comedian. Anyway, so this young man's explaining to me how he has an exit plan of removing himself from the lifestyle that he's currently living, and how he wanted to include his partner. And his partner is a little bit younger than him. She's South London. And basically, I'm going to watch Snowfall, Empress Diamond. Basically, the conversation started because I asked him if he watched Supercell yet, which we're going to speak about. If we're reading the energy, we're going to talk about Supercell. And I love that Supercell came out, and I love that it's #1 across Netflix, across the world, because you lot are really watching my home. You're watching my home, you're watching a lot of how I grew up, and as scary as some of it looks, we made the most of it. Yeah? So we were talking about that, and he was talking about the fact that he would like this girl to be, his partner, to be a little bit more submissive. And I said, how so? So he explained to me what his plans are. You know, he wants to get a second, he's got an apartment already, and he wants to get a second apartment, a 2-bedroom. He wants to put her up in it, and prepare for the future, prepare for their children and all these things. But because the partner is used to a certain lifestyle, thank you, because the partner is used to a certain lifestyle, you know, I don't even want to say a poverty mentality. I don't want to say that, because it's more layered than that. deeper than just having a poverty lifestyle. There's trust issues in there. There's abandonment issues in there. There's survivor's guilt in there. Do you understand? It's very, very layered. And he concluded that he's going to go ahead and do it anyway. He's going to go ahead and get his second yard anyway, with or without her. And I know that he loves this girl very, very much. And to be honest, I feel like she loves him too. But because she has a fear of emancipating herself out of her current situation and mindset, and those that could possibly be left behind, including her mother, including her siblings, she has chosen to stay where she is. And that was very interesting to me, because I was like, rah, it's not always the case that we are in the situation that we're in because there is no other way out. Sometimes we're in the situations that we are in because we haven't developed our mindset. We haven't thought bigger yet. We haven't seen ourselves in more. We haven't seen that expansion. And then I started to explain to him about my dream that I had last night. Because we're talking about energy, so I'm going to look at all the different things that I've seen in the last couple of weeks that have brought me here. This note also came out on the new moon last month, which I found very fucking interesting. Because as we know, the new moon is something that we use, the energy that we harvest to... sometimes I'll be wearing... If I had on my Biggie t-shirt, I would have on my New York hat. But you can't wear a New York hat with a Compton t-shirt. It's disrespectful. So shout out to the Bronx, because I be loving some New York as well, because I'm Wu-Tang to like, yeah, Nas all day. So this is just a hip hop thing. It's a cultural thing, and right now this is how I'm representing. This is how I'm feeling right now. Big pun, yeah. So Heavy D. No. Can we stop? Can we stop? Fat Joe. Can we stop now? Let's stop. Because it's not a hip hop video. It's not a hip hop video. I mean, we could do one. We could talk about the legends of hip hop easily. I mean, I feel like I'm an expert because I was there at the dawn of hip hop, at the beginning, at the very beginning. I was there when they said, "Don't push me close to the edge," because I might lose my head. I was there dancing. Get it? Anyway. Digression. So I'm saying, like, if your focus is only on seeing yourself through this day or week or month, just seeing just hand to mouth, or forever being on the block, or do you get it? Like, that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. And I remember, like, being like that. I actually remember being like that for the longest time. I remember thinking, like, even if I got out my mum's block, yeah, I would get into another block, and that was going to be okay. And that is okay if that's what you choose. And then when the block was presented to me at 18, I was 18 when I got my first yard, yeah. And the block was presented to me, and I chose in that moment, that's not for me, you know, I can't live like this. I knew I couldn't live like this, and instead I chose this. So I've been living like this for 25 years, in a very quiet, peaceful neighborhood, surrounded by very few people. I have minimal neighbors, and the neighbors that I do have are wonderful. I do live in High Shire in Brixton. Very wonderful. This is from my neighbour across the way. She gave me this as a gift last week when she had a little bit of a dilemma with her door. She got locked out and I had to go and help her. And she gave me a coconut, and I've just come back from the gym, so, you know, electrolytes. Anyway, boom, I digress again. So the main message here is, where is your energy going? And are you allowing yourself to be distracted at this time? Are you allowing yourself to be distracted? And what reality, because really and truly, if you think about it, yeah, you must know at this point that in our general elections in the UK, that man could never have been voted in. That man could never have been voted in, not with the millions and millions of people that are disgusted with what's going on in Palestine. That particular man could not have been voted into parliament because of his views on Israel and how he feels that Israel has the right to defend herself. Those are his words, and I quote. So if that man was voted in, then where and who are all these protests about? How much of the UK is actually disgusted and disgraced by what is going on in Palestine? If we now have a prime minister who not only, shalom friend, who not only feels that Israel has the right to behave in the way that it does, and we know at this point it's not just Israel, it's not just Benjamin. Do you get me? We know that it's Bethlehem. It's every leader who has been silent has got everything to do with what's going on right now. Love to NYC. I love New York as well, but right now I'm representing. You get me? You get me? Because it's the season. Anyway, boom. So, not only has this guy stood, and I quote, that Israel has the right to defend herself, he was also a barrister during the time that one of the biggest paedophiles, who is actually also best friends with this chap. I'm not playing a game here, because I was saying to my client that I have to say things out loud, because I don't it's not like I sit here channeling. I don't sit in my house channeling things and things coming to me. It's only when I have conversations and it starts to come through. It's when I'm talking. And a lot of the time I live alone. I ain't talking to nobody but the cat. And the cat doesn't care about channeling. She doesn't give a care. She doesn't care. So boom. Jimmy Savile was best friends with this man who is now on your money. And the man that is now Prime Minister pardoned that man. He said that there wasn't sufficient evidence that 500 children had been raped by this man, Jimmy Savile, who, again, I tell you, is the best friend of this man. And he's now in Parliament. And I hope that tells you that we didn't get the vote. We didn't have the vote. So therefore, it's not your business. It's not your business. And where are you putting your energy? If your energy isn't in the shenanigans of these people, where is your energy? What are you thinking about? What are you doing? What are you feeling? Because you know what? I said to my client earlier, I said, the reason why I know factually that you're going to get everything that you're talking about is because of your conviction. It's the emotion. And this is where I want to segue into a next piece of what I want to say to you. So I've been watching this program called Dark Matter. It's an Apple original, and it's about multidimensionalism. Ta-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra, boom, D-A. Girl, what's good? So boom, I'm watching this thing called Dark Matter. Well, I've finished watching it now. 10 episodes of such a great storyline about multidimensionalism. And not to give you, I mean, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's not really. So basically, the gist of the story is this man is living his life. He's got his wife and he's got his kid. He's a professor at a university. His wife is an art curator, but she used to be an artist, yeah? But now she curates art for other people. And her son is a 15-year-old going through what 15-year-olds go through. We're going to talk about supercell, rah. We're going to talk about it because we can't not talk about it. But I'm leaving the best till last, yeah. So boom. So this program now, this family are living their life, and then the man is kidnapped. Hey Q, how are you, my darling? So the man's kidnapped, yeah, and he's removed from his family, and lo and behold, the person who kidnapped him was himself, but just from a different timeline, from a different dimension. So what happened is the original character, the man, before he was a professor, he had a brilliant mind, and he was a physicist, and he created a cube that could have you traveling through different timelines and dimensions. Anyway, there's this amazing woman who, when I first became aware of Ascension, I watched her a lot, and her name is Dolores Cannon. Hey, Miss Emmanuel. Her name is Dolores Cannon, and she talks a lot about this. And she had this theory that she spoke about that never left me. This thing stuck with me. And she said, when you have a thought, so imagine you have an idea and you have a choice to make. You can either go left or right, and you choose in this moment to go left, right? And then this option where you could have gone right doesn't go anywhere. It goes right. So basically saying, whenever we're at a crossroads, whenever we are in a position to make a choice, we live out one of the choices and another version of us lives out the other one. This is basically the concept of this program. So this guy made a choice to not invent this cube and get married to this woman and have a child. And turns out, though, there was a version of him that decided not to marry her, not to have this child, and create the cube. The version of him is called Dark Matter. It's on all streaming sites if you're like me and like a Buki site, or it's on Apple TV. So boom. So the version of him that created the cube decided that he made the wrong decision and that he should have married this woman and he should have had this child. So he uses his invention to return to this reality where he made this choice, kidnaps himself and replaces himself here, takes this version of himself into his world where he's a brilliant, decorated, celebrated scientist. But this version of him wants this life that he created with this woman and doesn't want this cold, lonely life that he's created for himself over here. Now, the reason why I know this is a fact, yeah, and I'm telling you, do you ever have that feeling where you feel like something should have been but wasn't? Now, anyone that knows me, who's known me long enough, knows that I was obsessed with my twins. I had a twin boy and a twin girl. I only have one biological child and an adopted daughter. You know this about me, yeah? So I had these twins in my mind. I was going to have these twins in my 30s, in my 40s. I don't stop talking about these damn twins. I, in fact, meet a man who has twins in his family, doesn't have any children of his own. So I am convinced these twins are going to manifest. And they've got names. And I know what they look like. Sometimes I see them in visions. They're small though, they haven't grown up. They're really small, like 3 or 4 years old. And we live in a very hot space, like a hot country, and it's a lot of land. They're running around. Now, let me just tell you this from that. My age, God forbid, I don't want no kids. I don't want no more kids. I'm waiting for my grandchildren. I'm quite happy here. But this whole time, I've been thinking about these twins, and I've been thinking about what Dolores Cannon said. And I'm like, they exist somewhere. They must do. For them to be so real to me. These twins must exist somewhere. Somewhere along the line, I made the choice to have them. There's a version of me right now living with twins. They showed us this also in WandaVision. They showed us this in WandaVision, where there is a version of her who is living a happy life with her kids and with Vision, her husband. But in reality, Vision's dead because Thanos killed him, and she's miserable. She's miserable. So, like, what I'm trying to get to here is we have a choice of we have a choice of the experiences that we want to experience. I am from Africa. I'm from South Africa, Maria. We have a choice as to what we want to experience at any given time. And the choice that we don't make is also going to run as well. This program, Dark Matter, was so deep. It was so deep. So let me explain the box to you. So he created this cube, yeah? And when you go in the cube, you have to take some type of hallucinogenic almost, so that the logical mind doesn't tell you that this isn't possible. And what happens is you go into this cube, and this cube becomes a corridor. It becomes a corridor with infinite doors. And at any given time, you can open any of those doors. But what's behind the door is dependent on what you are thinking and feeling. So, you know, my guy, he wants to get back to his family. He felt like once he's in the cube, he can just open the door and he can find his family. Now, he didn't find his family in the beginning, yeah? Or maybe even in the end, because I don't want to spoil it for you, because it's so good, yeah? So when he's opening these doors, instead of getting what he wants, which is his family, he gets another altered reality of that reality. Whether it's based on fear or, you know, sometimes it was his worst fears. He would open the door and it would be his worst fears manifest. This is what I realized that the cube was. The cube exists within all of us. The cube is the brain. The cube is the brains. That's what the cube is. So the cube is the human brain and the intestines, yeah? And exactly what I said, the intestines, yeah? That's the brain, that's the corridor, that's the cube, yeah? And the doors are our eyes. Let me cook. So if the corridors are our brains, infinite corridor with infinite doors, then the doors are our eyes. And every time you open your eyes from asleep, from the subconscious, you are good to experience whatever it is. Your day is going to go the way you felt when you opened your eyes. So if you open your eyes in fear, that's your day. If you open your eyes in dread, that's your day. If you open your eyes in pain, that's your day. If you open your eyes in poverty, that's your day. And every day we get to open a different door. And every day you get to choose what your reality is going to be. Every day you get to choose. It's determined on nobody, because you are the main character of your show. Do you get it? So, that being said, if we are in charge, or we determine what doors get open at any given time, this is why I find it so important from the second me open me eye. I'm not going into the phone. That's the last place I'm going. I'm not going into the thoughts and the dreads of whatever I might have been on my mind. I'm not even going into the thoughts. I'm not even opening my eyes on the dream that I just came out of. I'm going straight into prayer. My divine mother and father who live within me, hallowed be thy name, our freedom come, your will be done on earth as it is within us. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us from our trespasses against ourselves and others. I go on. And then I get into the ancestors, and then I start talking to my angels and the Orisha, and I start speaking and I start rapping. I stay like that for a minute before I do anything else. And then I start speaking on my intentions. I start speaking the affirmations. And I don't get me wrong, sometimes life has a way of twisting and turning, but it's not you. It's not the decisions you made. Last year, my life was turned upside down from the choices that my daughter made. But that wasn't me. Do you get it? And I just had to kind of maneuver myself through that. Sometimes our lives are turned upside down from the choices that our bosses make or our partners make. Do you get me? You will always be in charge of your outcome. You just have to know that. And you just have to focus on that. Do you get it? Whew. Supercell. Supercell. MFE, when I tell you my foot feels so good. It feels so good. I think I'm 75% back. I can bounce down the stairs now. Like, no, I don't hold on to the sides and it's like one foot after the other. You know, with the bounce when you go down the stairs, I can do the bounce on the stairs. I got discharged from physio it's like a good month ago now, because I got my bounce back. Also, I've created a little potion for myself. It's chopped up avocado seeds. So what you want to do with the avocado seed is you want to peel away the outer layer, and then you want to chop it up, and you want to use authentic avocados, not those small little ones that you get from the supermarket. You want them green, them big green brothers, you get me? And you want to chop up the seed, and you want to put that in some rubbing alcohol, and then you let that sit for a minimum of 24 hours, and then that becomes some type of muscle relaxant and some, I don't know what the fuck it is, I don't know what type of juju that is. But when I tell you, I rub that on my ankle, and instantly, especially if I rub it on before bed. Before, what I was doing when I was getting up from my sleep, imagine, I can't do it properly, I can't do it with my wrists. But you know when you stand up and you've got that perfect right angle when you're stood up, yeah, on your feet. I wasn't doing that. My foot was like kind of bent out because it was too painful. But if I rub that on my ankle before bed, I'll stand up like normal. I've been going gym, you lot, twice a week. Gym twice a week, swimming twice a week. So 4 times a week, I'm engaging in some type of exercise. And when I go to the gym, obviously you're sore in it, but I rub this thing into my joints and into the sore areas. I'm good. I'm good. That's why I've been consistent, because I've not been in absolute pain that I can't be bothered to go again because it hurts. Like, so if any of you are having any type of discomfort, I'm getting comfrey seeds, Marilyn. I'm getting comfrey seeds. That's my next Amazon order. So if any of you are feeling that discomfort, you just knock together that potion. Yo, it's wicked. It's really, really good. I love it so much. I don't know if it's a placebo or a pseudo type thing, but it works for me. So see if it works for you too. Anyway, boom, Supercell. It's true, you know, you can't get those authentic avocados in the US because they are really taking the piss when it comes to your food. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Oh, I wasn't going to get the seeds. I was going to actually plant it so that I could have them in my garden. Magnesium oil from Amazon helps with inflammation too. Thank you for that, MFE. Supercell. You know what Supercell is? Remember when we had the alignment with all the planets in 2020? Do you remember when we had that perfect alignment with all the planets, and they said that we were going to get superpowers? That's what this thing reminds me of. But it's set in my backyard. You will even see areas. My gym, the it's just so good. And I love that the world can see where I live now and how I live. And obviously I don't live like certain ways anymore. If I didn't live those certain ways, I definitely know people that did. Trust and believe me when I tell you. Trust and believe me when I tell you that program, the authenticity of Supercell, but it was deep. It was deep because I don't know if you lot know, like my Sophia, she's from Africa. So she had a completely different lifestyle to me, and sometimes we sit down and we chop up how we were raised and how we need a season 2, my G. How we were raised and how things went down. And sometimes when I try to explain to her how things were like here, I feel like I'm exaggerating. I do. I feel like it doesn't sound real when I say, especially when we regurgitate certain things, especially from our youth. Some of us Gen Zs, Gen Xs who, you know, really saw, like I remember when there wasn't no skunk. I remember when crack hit the streets. Do you understand? I remember pre-crack. I remember pre-skunk. You know what I mean? I remember when we were so naive that we didn't even know what certain drugs were, cocaine and heroin, and the next thing you knew, that was a huge part of your life. Hey Shonda T, my darling. That was a big part of our lives all of a sudden. And that wasn't all. Like I tried to explain, like some things were peak. If it wasn't that, then it was definitely, you know, like the levels of poverty. If it wasn't that, then it was definitely the levels of silent violence upon us. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the thing about Supercell, it wasn't just about that. It was about how we overcame that, how we overcome these things, how we can rise up from these things. And you know, the most beautiful thing about it was the love story between Michael and Dion. I mean, that love story, thinking about it makes me want to cry. It was so beautiful because how many of us had that high school love? Do you understand? And you're just trying to push through. You don't even know how it goes. You ain't even got no examples or role models of how adulting actually should be. Not what it is, but what it should be. And you're just pushing through. You're just trying a thing the whole time. And this is what I'm saying about wherever your energy goes, this is where manifestation flows. You don't have to be a victim of your circumstances. You don't have to go by the narrative that is fed to you by your governments and the people that don't love you. Who's that? Is that a man saying that? Bernard said, I look very easy to take advantage of. I'd love to see it, rude boy. One thing about me, yeah. One thing about me, yeah, is that my level of petty is insane. My level of petty is mad. And yeah, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. What makes you think that? I'm not even going to block you for saying that. I was really interested to see what makes you think that. Anyway, my G's, this is not going to be a long... we don't have to be here long. We're here 40 minutes. She said, idiot boy that. Yeah, he's obviously new. Yeah, he doesn't. But it's alright though. It's alright though. I love you guys. Yeah. You get it? Because Bernard, I'd like to meet you. Wherever you at. Wherever you are at. That's how confident I am. Wow, your body language and the way you talk. Wow. Well, to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie to you. The reason why I'm leaning forward is because normally, I'm not going to lie to you, because I put on a bit of weight, Bernard, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm feeling a little bit, you know. But really and truly, If that's the body language that you're reading, you're probably a little bit right, but I'm not that chick. I'm just not her. And the way that I talk, hold on, I've got to read that, Shonda, hold on. Can hard, soft, in boiling water. This means you need in your environment. I didn't get to read that. And you know what I hate about YouTube lately as well is that I can't go back to use lots comments anymore. You remember, like, after the video was posted, we used to be able to go back and we used to be able to see the feed. They don't do that anymore, which is so annoying. Thank you. But yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm feeling, I am feeling a little bit of way. We're not going to burn Bernard at the stake. Thanks, Bernard. See, we're not going to burn you at the stake just because you said what you said, because everybody should have the right to say what you're saying. I'm not offended by what you're saying. I actually can pick up on that body language as well. I am feeling some type of way. You get me? I'm a little bit thicker than I was. And so yeah, I'm probably not, but you still can't take advantage of me though. Anyhow, but it's interesting the way that I talk as well. I feel like sometimes when I used to have this girl that I used to manage, I almost said her full name, but it's unfair for me to do that. I used to have this artist that I used to manage about 10 years ago, 2013, and she said to me that oh, thank you, Bernard. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't block you. I'm glad. She said to me that how could I manage her because I use a lot of colloquials. Colloquials, a lot of street slang, stuff like that. I don't need to speak like this, but I choose to. I enjoy it. I enjoy colloquials. I enjoy the way that I talk. So she said to me, yeah, I can't get her any, how am I going to manage her if I continue to speak like this? I hate being told such things. I actually don't like being told these things, and there's a part of me that needs to definitely prove you wrong. So what I did, the very first gig, her very first gig, mind you, this girl has never gigged before in her life. Her very first gig, she got paid £100. It was a gig in Camden. Never forget it. And not only did she get paid £100, I also got her 2 backing singers, one of which now does backing vocals for Paloma Faith. I also got her a full band, all female, because that's what she requested. When I tell you, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't ever get it twisted from the way that somebody speaks or somebody holds themselves that they are that. Because I'm definitely not. If that was a person, I would be that person that is not the poster child. If a book, don't judge a book by its cover, was a person, that would be me. That would be me. So never get it twisted. Never get things twisted just because of your first impressions of somebody. No, I've been shaking this all week, yeah, and I've been convinced that there's been nothing in it. Always good. Anyway, boom. So that's really all I want to say to you about this 7/7 portal. This portal is, we can say that it's the prequel to the 8/8 Lionsgate portal, which opens at the end of this month, which opens up on the 27th. Which opens up on the 27th. My kids get it all the time because my eldest is, she presents as masculine. She has a very masculine persona about her. And the youngest, the baby, she presents as a fairy. That's the only way I can describe Kia, you know. Kia's like an ethereal creature. But Kia will knock you out for nothing, really, unprovoked. If she's just having a bad day, Kia's good to knock you out. And my eldest is good to cry for anything. And walks on her tiptoes. from room to room at her big age. She will. Don't judge books by their covers. I honestly, my kids are the complete opposite of how they look. So yeah, it's interesting, Bernard, that you say that. But yeah, I'm feeling some type of way. I'm still feeling a little bit heavy. I'm not fully in my body, but I'm getting ready to pop out on you lot. And maybe I think it's going to take me about a year to fully recover from everything that happened to me last year. I feel like it's going to take about a year fully. And think about it, I've only just started walking in December. So give me till December next year. And I pop out on you and my locks mature. And because right now my locks are claws. That's how I describe them. Because they're not doing anything. Look how light they are. They're really not doing anything. They're getting long though. Obviously you can see that they're getting long. But they're still not proper locks yet. So my hair, and you know what they say about a woman, if her hair's not done, Jesus, like we're not feeling 100%. You know what I mean? I'm having to roll around in caps and wraps all the time, not fully myself. But it's all right because you lot are my family and I can tell you lot these things, man, and you lot really know what it is. But yeah, give me about a year to pop back out. I'm going gym consistently, I'm eating. You know, I had for dinner today, I had 4 scrambled eggs. That was it, and it was so nice with a bit of salt. It was so nice! And I'm not hungry. It was so nice. So, I'm glad. Because I'm thinking to myself, I should go now because I ain't got nothing more to say. I have. You lot need to start eating for your blood types. Haven't I said this to you lot before? I'm sure I said this to you at the beginning of the year, that you lot need to start eating for your blood types. Because some of you don't have the energy that you're supposed to have. Some of you have sickness and inflammation. Some of you are aging before your time. Thank you, Tar. That's such a nice thing to say. You see, so please start eating for your blood groups. And it's killing me because I have to start eating lamb and red meats, and I don't really want to because I like lambs. They're so cute. I like them. I don't want to eat them, but for my health and to keep up my energy levels, you know, I need to get off the wheat. I've really been weaning myself off this wheat because that's the biggest thing for me, the wheat and the sugars. So during at least 5 days in the week, I don't snack. I don't touch any wheat. I don't snack. I know. Listen. And a goat, they told me that I should eat goat as well. So, I mean, I love these things. I loved these things. And to be honest with you, I wasn't sick because of them. I've been more unwell in the last 3 years than I have been in my life. And before that, I was a vegan for like 15 years. But before veganism, I don't remember a time when I ever got sick. I never got sick, blood. Do you get it? And I'm not saying that veganism made me sick, but I'm just saying that there was a lot of things that I should have been eating that I wasn't. And so now I'm saying your blood type, and if you don't know your blood type, just go to your GP. They've got the information, and it's your right to know it. You can start to devise eating plans around your blood type. This is almost the same as detoxing, because you're going to be eliminating foods from your diet that you shouldn't be eating for your blood type. And there are some things that you've eliminated from your diet that you should be eating. So it's really, really, really important. You're going to see it's popping up everywhere. There's so much more information about how to eat for your blood type. Also, I'm hormonal. Do you get me? I think I'm on the verge of perimenopausal behavior. I think I am. I'm not going to lie to you. As much as I've been like trying to deny it, trying to be like, nah, I think I am. And so, you know, I have to be aware of what types of things that I'm eating to balance my hormones, what things that I'm putting in my body. Because really and truly, what do I think of the Netherlands? I love them. I've been to Amsterdam more. I've been to Amsterdam more than any other place in the world. I love Amsterdam. I love it. I haven't been to any other part though, I'm sorry, but I do love the Dam. I love it. So, but I loved it before before you got euros. When you had guilders, it was much better. Yeah, much better. Anyway, so guys, these are the things that you want to take into consideration. Your takeaways. Oh my God, you're only 41, baby. Jesus Christ. Listen, I love me some Dam. I love me some Amsterdam. I love the food. I love the way you lot dress. I think you lot are the most stylish Europeans. You're the most stylish. I'm sorry. The Netherlands. You lot are tall though, Ross. You lot are tall, but you are the most stylish. And I love it for you lot. I love the Netherlands. I should go back, even especially where I'm not really smoking anymore. I should go back and experience the Dam without smoking. But I love Amsterdam, man. I love it. It's one of my favourite places. Anyway, boom. So your takeaways from this video are be mindful of where your energy is going. Also, what are the first things, what do you think when you wake up? What happens when you do this? What's on your mind? Be very, very aware. Do not touch your phone when you wake up, I beg. At least for half an hour. At least for the first half an hour when you wake up. You are not a victim of your circumstance. You don't have to stay where you're at. Eat correctly. Eat for your blood group. Eat for your blood type. It's really, really important at this point. And also your blood type has a personality. So it'd be interesting for you to find out your blood type and find out what type of personality. Obviously, I don't want to tell you lot my whole life. You get me? So I'm not going to tell you what my blood type is, but it has its own personality, and really and truly, I feel aligned to that. Red clover and yarrow to help with those menopausal. I think I've got that in my. I've got red clover in my. Yeah, it's not the first time, Raz, I've been called that. I've got some red clover in my womb tea. I call it womb tea, and I've been drinking that a lot. Ever since that time that I was diagnosed with fibroids, I've got this womb tea that I drink a lot of. And I feel like it's helping. I think I've got less symptoms now that I've come to terms with what is happening to me hormonally. And now that I've come to terms with it, I'm doing things to balance out my hormones, so therefore the symptoms are not as crazy. But this time last year, oh my god, I thought I was dying. I thought I had cancer or something. I swear to God, it was peak for man. And then I broke my ankle. Do you get it? So, fix my t-shirt. So yeah, I'm also a sloucher, by the way. Are you lot a sloucher? Like when you lot was at school, did you sit with your back straight? Or I was a sloucher. I've always been a bit of a sloucher, to be honest. So yeah, guys, those are your takeaway tips. Do not let these lot bring you into their delusion. Do not let these lot bring you into their delusion. You lot are really coming with the ashwagandha. I was on the ashwagandha. I need to go. Tuesday I'm going to Peckham Whole Foods. Because Peckham Brixton Whole Foods, because I need to get me some of these things, ashwagandha, and stock up on some of these herbs, yo. Red raspberry leaves, dope. One quick fun. Oh, for weight loss. You know, I haven't done a fast in a while, like a full. I used to do 72-hour fasts, you know. and it's like I don't know where the discipline for that has gone. I might do that soon actually, because I have really been eating my water. I've been eating a lot of only education, no herbs, no ashwagandha, and only education. Can you elaborate on that? The person with no username. Um, yeah, I've been eating a lot of my water, so a lot of watermelon, a lot of dates. What else have I been eating? Oh, watermelon with some lemon or lime juice over it. So nice. Mangoes. I've been eating a lot of them. Yeah, I'm eating a lot of my water. Melons, I'm not supposed to eat like regular melons for my blood type. I'm not supposed to eat them, which is a killer because I love some honeydew lemon. Oh, I love that, but I'm not supposed to eat it for my blood type. I'm not supposed to eat potatoes, only sweet potato. I'm not supposed to eat any carbs, like no rice, no pulses, no lentils and things. These things I used to live on. I used to live on these things, and the whole time I'm messing up my blood. I'm messing up my insides because my body doesn't like those things. I'm not supposed to eat them things. So please, as soon as you can, please do some research on your blood group, your blood type, and what you should be eating for it. Really, really important in these times, especially when the food is so weird, especially in the United States. Even in the UK, the food's off, Brian. The food is off. I started to grow my butternut squash needs repotting. I'm waiting for the pot to come. It's coming this week. My ginger is touching the ceiling. Well, it's touching the ceiling because it's on one of these things here. What else? My sage, my lavender, and my rosemary are doing really great in the garden, and this is where I want to get some seeds and stuff and do a little section of my garden that is just mostly herbs. So anyway, look, that's all I really wanted to talk to you lot about. You know, I'm gonna. Oh, the last thing. The last thing. I did a lyric video. I did a lyric video for my song because that's what people are doing now. They call it what visualizer with the lyrics. So I did one because that's what I see people doing. So I did one. I did it all by myself. So it's there. So you can go and see it and you can go and sing along now to the song because I put the lyrics up. I did that. So please support that. Thank you. Thank you. And guess what else I did? I made my first beat about 2 weeks ago in the studio. I made my very first beat. I can't say it was all by myself. My producer helped me so much, but I made my first beat. I went in there and I played the chords. I did the bass drum. I did the I did the bass. I did the claps. And he did the snare and something else as well. I can't remember what that was. And also my visual, my lyric video, that was me in Jamaica. By the way, right away, because it does. I was going to use the video stuff from the clips from Egypt, but it just in my head it didn't go Jamaica. So I've got a new song coming out soon. Well, I want to say soon, but these things they take time. Shonda T's partner is going to give me another version of me. He's gonna master it in a different way, which I just have to get the stems to him. So I'm gonna put that out as well. I'm getting really serious about the music team. I'm playing the keys most days, and I'm starting to get really, really good now. So I'll be doing like I'll be doing little videos with me playing and singing. I'm gonna do my first cover as well. Thank you. The beat is the hardest part, but now that I've made my first beat, I think I'm obsessed and I want to make more. I just spoke to one of my my really, really good friend who is one of the best pianists I know. And he called me yesterday, and he wants to get back in the game, and I just told him, like, now's the perfect time. Now's the perfect time, blood, because I'm in it and I'm playing the game. So to have one of my strongest musicians back is so exciting to me. So we're going to be going to the studio. I told him that I've got a song that I want him to work on for me. So I'm excited. My next song is going to have a feature, either a rapper or like a DJ, like a Jamaican DJ vibes. I haven't decided who it's going to be yet, so I'll keep you posted. But yeah, guys, I'm out. I'm tired. Son and husband are big into beats and music. Our whole family is about music. I love that, Marilyn. You guys must be such a vibe. You guys must be a vibe. I love that. Anyway, my loves, I will see you guys really, really soon. And I just want you to just be very vigilant about where your energy is flowing at this time. Make sure it's not going into anything that is not your business, or anything that is looking to deplete you or distract you from what it is that you want to manifest in your world. And that's it. I love you so much. Bye. Come on now.